Hey guys, what's happening, and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team Possible Legends. Today we're going to be looking at 3 more legends that I'd like to see put into future FIFA games. So enough talking, let's go on and have a look at the players that I've selected for today's episode. So moving on to our first card, and we have got Thuram, a favourite of mine from back in the day, sort of late 90s into early 2000s. He was an awesome right back, but I've put him as a right wing back because he loved to push on. He could also play centre back and sort of down the right hand side of the pitch. Anywhere really, you could put him on the pitch and he'd do a good job. And he differentiates quite a bit from sort of your typical fullback. Fullbacks are mostly known for being sort of quite slender, pacey, and get up and down the line quite a lot. But this guy could do it all. He had good pace and he was also really strong as well. Main clubs he played for were Barcelona and Juventus. I knew him best from his days at Juventus because I've always followed them quite a lot. And he also won the World Cup in '98 with France. So going on to his stats, I've given him an 87 rated card overall, 84 pace because he was very quick, low shooting, decent passing, good dribbling because he was very good at leading the ball out from the back, and his defending and physical very high rated up there, 88 and 90 for the physical as well. He was so strong and such a good player. Just a credit to having your team. He was one of them players that you just did not want to leave out of the starting lineup, and that is why I've given him such a good card overall. So moving on to the second card now, and we have the Portuguese maestro Deco, and a lot of you will know him for his time at Barcelona, but he also did play for Porto and Chelsea as well, winning 2 Champions League winners' medal at 2 different clubs, which is quite a rare thing. He won it with Porto and then later on in 2006 with Barcelona as well, and just a very creative midfielder. I would relate him, he's like the Portuguese Iniesta. Very creative, always involved in the play, always involved in every single goal that's scored within a team. So going on to his card now, I've given him an 88 cam card overall, 86 pace, nice quick player, decent shooting at 82, 90 passing and 87 dribbling. That sort of plays in with the creativity factor. But like I said before, I make these cards quite instinctively. I don't think to overthink the stats too much because I could be there all day if I wanted to be too precise. So it's just sort of a rough guide, but it's just mainly about the players that I'd like to see in the game. And his defending and physical is quite low on there as well. And now moving on to the final card, we have Batistuta. And some of you may know him, some of you may not have a clue who he is, but any of you that did will remember that sort of phrase, Batty goal, which does sound a bit strange now looking back at it. But that's what people sort of said when he scored, which is a little bit strange. But anyway, moving on to Batistuta himself, played for Fiorentina and Argentinian national team and a few other clubs around that. He was an absolute god of a striker, and at the time that he was playing I actually really disliked him for the fact that England and Argentina had that sort of rivalry going on, and it still does sort of go on a little bit, but sort of 98 to 2002 when we've had the 2 World Cups, obviously got knocked out by them and then beat them further on. Batistuta was one of them strikers that you just, when he got on the ball, you thought, no, please don't let him score. But yeah, going on to his card, I've given him an 89 rated striker card overall. 86 pace, so some great pace there. His shooting was on point. The guy hardly ever missed a goal. Very prolific striker. 80 passing, 88 dribble. He was very good at keeping the ball. And 45 defending, and decent physical at 75 because he was a very strong player as well. A lot of defenders didn't like playing against him, to be honest. So this has been the end of our episode. The 3 players I've picked there, we had Thuram, Deco and Batistuta. If you think of any other players that you'd like me to put in, I will make a card for them as well. And if you have enjoyed this, go and have a look at some of the episodes that I put in, and even check out some of my other videos such as my squad builders and road to Division 1. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like as I said once before, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.